I've been doing guitar stuff. This is my main guitar, or the one that I use the most. It has the best sound for what I have in my head. I've been making videos on YouTube for 5 years, maybe six already. Been making TikTok videos because of the work from home and everything. I had just started making TikTok videos of the guitar because I was like, I kind of like the beginning of 2020. I was kind of like, I don't know about TikTok. And then all of that happened, and then I was like, well, I have some time. Let me go check out TikTok. Started looking at TikTok, started making guitar videos. About a year ago, this one guy called Kinetic, his username is Kinetic Energy. He started doing drums to my guitar, and it just blew me away that someone could take the weirdo ideas that I have and actually put drums to them and make it sound like something. Make it sound like someone intentionally did, you know, that, oh, it makes it sound like music. So, look at what is today. Like about a month and a half ago, he approached me on a DM and was like, hey, there was an issue at the time with duets and things like that on TikTok where they weren't working that well. So he's like, hey, I have the tools, I have Logic, I have obviously very good drum skills. Let's make a record. So I was like, okay, I have some idea. It was a busy, and like shoot to 3 weeks later, I just was like, okay, I have these ideas, I have this idea, and I have these songs. Let's go. So I wrote 5 songs, and I'm showing my hand because that's the how it's done too. It's a concept called. I saw this concept. I saw the idea of it on TikTok probably like a year and a half ago. So let's take a look at that. So these are the stages of decomposition. So it's metal, but it's not like it's just metal. Let's put it that way. So these are the stages of decomposition, and I was like, oh, I can just write 5 songs, and that'll be the concept for the album. And sure enough, in 5 days, I would write the song, record it, send the stems to him. He would write his drums to my guitar stuff, which just blows my mind that somebody can actually make sense of it. And we made a record. He even put in bass. He just played the bass just to have that deep sound to fill in the guitar stuff. So I recorded 3 tracks, right, left, and center. He mixed them together with his drums and bass. We wrote a record. That's it. All online. I've never met this person in real life. I've never spoken to this person other than through text of like DMs and email. But we made a record. And I have like 3 other songs that I've started to put together that I'm like, oh, okay, we can just. So I just hadn't had time to record. I'm doing these, and I have to work and things like that. So I have more ideas, and I'd probably like to do another 5. I think I can probably swing another 5 if I can make the time for it. But yeah, the next 5 days, I have all of the songs, and the 5 days after that, I'll talk a little bit more about where I was going with it and what I was thinking about it. Just like I always do the nobody asked piece that nobody cares about, but I do. So that way I can come back in 5 years and go, oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. Because sometimes you forget. I mean, it's like a commentary. I love commentaries for like movies and like The Simpsons and stuff like that. So anyway, long story short, guy I've never met before in my life. Still haven't never met him. I've just only ever spoken to him on text, via text. We made a record. When I started doing guitar for, like, making like a band, Grave Fear, I never imagined. I, I just go at my pace, and then I suck at guitar, but I really suck at drums, so it takes me a long time to figure out how to write the drums. And like this takes that component out. So all I had to do was just boom, boom, boom. I have the guitar pieces. This is how I want to go. This is the tempo, blah, go. Cuts a lot of the work out of it for me, which is nice. And we have a record, and I have, hopefully I'll be able to do more sooner rather than later. But it sounds good for me. Is it like a giant platinum selling? No, it's not. It's not that. It's just us, me being honest with myself and going with whatever ideas I had, and him bringing in drums and bass to it and really filling it in and making it almost sound. I'm saying it almost sounds good. I'm just putting myself. I'm not talking about him. He's actually competent. I'm not. I'll always make sure to say that I'm not. I don't know what I'm doing, and I just do this for fun. But the next 5 videos are going to be all those songs. So let me see what were they. It's Bloat, Act Fresh, which is just Fresh Dead, Bloat, Active Decay, Advanced Decay, and Dry Remains. So I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, it would be great if there was somebody who knew how to play guitar better to do it, but it is what it is. The drums are great. The mix is really good. I was listening to it on my speakers. It passed the headphone test, and it passed the speakers test. So I'm good with it, and I'm usually when I put out a Great Fear song, I'm kind of like, here. It is what it is, and I reserve the right to come back, and when hopefully I'm better, I can write it better. But these, I feel pretty confident about them. I feel good about them. I think they're interesting at the very, very least. So that's the next week coming up.